So today you're going to do what exactly?
The worst route ever.
Yep, that's right. The worst route ever. Or at least the worst route I could possibly create on our home trails with a few guiding constraints.
With a limit of it being under 40 miles because I'm not supposed to ride for 12 hours today. It's actually kind of hard to make a route this terrible.
Why on earth would I do this? Well, soon I'll be taking on what some have called the hardest single-day mountain bike race in America. The Marji Gesick in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. There are a lot of things that make the Marji hard. It's over 100 miles long with almost 13,000 feet of climbing, to name a few. But there are also some challenging elements that are more difficult to replicate in the Mountain West. It's tight, it's twisty, it constantly goes up and down. Luckily, in Los Alamos, we have lots of tight, awkward tech, and with some creative routing, we can have up-down trails too.
We're getting on this nasty little piece of trail to drop into a gully to immediately climb out the other side.
We were here 3 minutes ago.
In the spirit of being as prepared as possible for the unexpected, I created a route that never climbs for more than 500 feet at a time, takes every trail in the least pleasant direction.
I love you, but I don't like you.
And covers just about every dumb rock section in town, some of them twice. And of course, I'm dragging Mackie along with me. So let's see how it goes.
Man, we're only 30 minutes in, and I'm already thinking this is perhaps the worst route.
I will concede that this was a mistake.
What is like the worst way to get here to here to here? Okay, the current draft is 39.89 miles with 6,600 feet of climbing. Strava says it should take 4 hours. I think it's gonna take a lot longer than 4 hours.
What have you done?
I'm like seriously having regrets this morning. Mostly because I did VO2 max intervals yesterday and then a gym workout which had both single leg squats and single leg hamstring bridges. So my legs are thrashed.
And so today you're going to do what exactly?
The worst route ever.
So why would you come up with the worst route ever?
Well, because I should not be left unsupervised with Strava's route building feature. And because I'm racing Marji Gesick in 2.5 weeks.
That was some very Marji Gesick specific stimulus of flying past the turn.
Most of the training is like done at this point for Marji. It's been an entire year project.
The hay is in the barn, as they
Hay is
say.
in the barn. That said, I think to just kind of motivate myself to do a long ride today, I wanted to do something that felt a little Marji Gesick specific. I created the worst route I could come up with.
And also kind of Marji style in that like the climbs and descents are short for this area. So
Yeah.
the goal was like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
I also just did a lot of things where it was like, does this heinous straight uphill section exist? Yes.
Then I will add it.
And I will add it, even if it doesn't go anywhere.
Before we head out on the ride, I want to take a minute to thank the sponsor of this video, Shox Headphones. As you guys know, we use our Shox for pretty much every ride. Our go-to model is the Open Run Pro 2. A few things we love about this: we can listen to music and still hear what's going on around us, still be aware of our surroundings. That's traffic, other racers or other trail users. We always know what's happening around us. The other thing I absolutely love is this little button that allows you to play pause really easily, even if you're wearing gloves, which means you can load a playlist on your phone and just turn the music on when you really need it. Maybe you're having a bad moment mentally or you're by yourself. Also use this button to skip songs if you get a song that is not hitting in that moment. So head to sidandmackie.com/Shox to get your pair of Shox today. All right, let's go try out the worst route ever.
The worst route ever, question mark. Also, like my other route that's on here is called Pure Stupidity.
All right, we're off. My legs feel pretty garbage from yesterday, but we're gonna take this first pave climb, which is 2 minutes long, very slow because it's pretty much the only warm up we get. So I'm experimenting with a couple things today. One is using the split screen mode on the Dura,
which I haven't really used before. Basically, I've realized for racing, I want maps and then like either time of day or elapsed time, and that's it. At Breck, I would get so distracted by racing that I wouldn't know if I needed to eat, like what time it was. And yes, could do the alerts. I just find them annoying.
I decided to bring my Delano Peak along for today's ride because, well, because I can, and I love this bike, and I don't get to ride it all that often. It's just such a fun bike. It's light, it pedals well, it descends well. My only complaint is that I don't have electronic shifting on it, and I've gotten used to electronic shifting. And so now when I have to actually push a lever and have cable resistance, it feels like the end of the world. First descent of the day. You can tell it's been raining.
Yeah, there's gonna be some really interesting cars on this route.
Oh good, something to look forward to. Left turn, wait.
That was some very Marji Gesick specific stimulus of flying past the turn. Because you're like, oh, we're going downhill. Also, I would never normally go down this to immediately go up the other side. That's what we're doing today. Better get used to it. Oh gosh.
I feel like this is really good Marji prep. Ah! Oh no! Okay? I'm good. Man, we're only 30 minutes in, and I'm already thinking this is perhaps the worst route.
Everyone is not warmed up yet.
Okay, I'll tell myself that too. It's especially slippery right now.
So this is the first dumb routing section. And wow, this is completely washed out, so that's fun. Damn. Well, I'm actually kind of shocked I made it up that. This loops us right back to where we were 30 seconds ago.
We were here 3 minutes ago.
That wasn't as bad as I anticipated, though. It's us again. Sorry about that.
Yeah, she doesn't get out of there.
The guy's like, what on earth are you doing?
This section always gets me. Come on. Almost.
So now we're getting on this nasty little piece of trail to drop into a gully to immediately climb out the other side. Oh, tree down. You sound so excited, Mackie.
I'm so excited.
Wow, this is really overgrown.
This one kind of freaks me out, but we're gonna try. Oh no, we got it. Actually, that one's an easier one. I think I'm confused.
And then they're doable, but otherwise not so much.
Well, this one, nope. No, thank you. Ah, don't record this. Now, we climb out the other side of the gully.
I know. I was really pleased.
This trail's a pretty tricky one. It's also a little damp right now, which is not gonna make it easier.
My legs hurt.
All I can say is I hope I feel better for Marji Gesick, because I'm not riding today.
Ooh. One of my favorite trails in Los Alamos.
Really is the best.
Schoolhouse Canyon. It is just up, down, rocky, got some exposure. We get to go to the opposite side of the canyon in just a second. I feel like this is like classic Los Alamos. It's really grown in, but actually in decent condition.
Yeah. Above the tree, below the tree. I never know. Don't love this section in this direction. Damn.
So close.
So close. This is definitely one of my dumb loops. I just got off the road, and then I've always wanted to know where this little thing goes. It's just right back up to the road, so we're gonna go up to the road on this nasty little thing, and then loop around.
What the heck? I'm just trying to eat my mangoes in peace. I love you, but I don't like you.
Yeah, right back where we were. You could have easily skipped that. I don't want to hear any moaning.
So it about gave me a heart attack.
It gave me a heart attack. It's a dead owl.
Wow.
Wow. That's so sad.
Why are you dead?
I want to touch him, but I also shouldn't touch him. I need a stick.
Probably not. Need a stick. Here's a stick.
There's a stick. There's a stick. It is an owl, isn't it?
I think so.
Alright, you deserve to not be run over in your death. That wasn't super dignified, but...
Into a cactus with you. Now for the hotter, more exposed part of the ride. I have to say shout out to our Patreon people, because we just had Patreon camp and people brought us Skittles gummies. Those are our people, man. They know us. Yeah, someone mailed us some. That was nice also.
This is probably the worst piece of climbing in this whole ride. Next like 3 minutes. Come on, Sid, come on. Yes! I did it!
I witnessed it.
I've only done that once before, I've never done it before.
I believe you now. No, I always believed you. Ah, pipeline. At least we have a nice breeze.
Okay. Admit, not feeling amazing. The good news is I will not be doing intervals in a gym workout the day before Marji Gesick. That's the main thing, is my legs are just like hurting, which is perfect really, because I think this has just like expedited me to like hour 8 of Marji sensations. Just had some good epic orchestral music come on the shocks, so that's helping a little bit. And that was our longest climb of the day.
Technical perimeter. If I remember this route correctly, we get to come back up this later today. Yeah, this has got to roll off the end. As long as you find the right spot.
Right.
This is a trail that I have only ever gone the other direction on. Yeah.
Oh no. I don't even know if I can walk up this. Not with the shoes. All right. I will concede that this was a mistake. Should not have routed this trail in this direction. It's definitely been more consistent hike-a-bike for me than I would like, and then I will likely be doing at Marji Gesick. Won't be doing that again. Probably get the QLM, because probably no one's ever done that before. I'm impressed how much you've climbed of it.
I actually successfully climbed all of those, I think.
Amazing.
I'm also amazed. I'm amazed by myself.
Alright, well, don't get too far.
Well, since I found out the route that Sid was planning, this next section I've been dreading. You guys will see why momentarily.
Funny story, we actually rode this, up this, and by rode I mean walked, one of our first ever rides in Los Alamos, and yet we still moved here, so that really boggles the mind.
All right, now you guys understand why I've been dreading this section.
Oh my God.
Oh no, I thought I had it.
Toughness training.
This trail is so brutal, it's not even that fun to go down. I only got a baby meat stick. I just wanted something salty that wasn't the sweat dripping off my face. Oh yeah, wow, that's really cool.
Okay, I hate this part. I might get stuck. Come on, sit right here. Ah!
Okay, we are 3 hours and 20 minutes in, 19.3 miles out of I think 36, almost 3,700 feet climbed out of I believe 6,000. How you feeling?
I'm good, yeah. I'm glad we got some of the BS we just did out of the way. That was the worst part.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I know I said a different part was the worst part earlier, but I
You
had
lied.
forgotten about that. See, that's how I usually flat my tires.
Nice! Yep,
Which is hard when you're having trouble deciding where to go.
totally. You know, for being a downhill trail, it sure does make you go uphill a lot. Yeah. It's a good thing it's not a like 5-foot huck to flat or anything, because that would be awkward.
I think this is the trail. And then over here. And then that log means this way. Oh! Ooh, I hit the camera on that one.
All right, we're back on technical perimeter, but going the other direction. And that's just how this ride goes. We get to come back on technical perimeter yet again, going the other direction yet again. Jack's Trail. Possibly the most awkward trail in Los Alamos that is actually mostly rideable. Oh, come on, come on. Yes.
This is like full on stoppy turn. Super awkward section. I don't know if I'm even gonna attempt it on my XC bike. I don't want to die today. So awkward. Ooh, sorry bike.
All right, so you saw what I just came down. This is what we get to go up now.
Yay.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Toughen up.
Toughen up. Ouch.
I want to say for the record that MACKY is actually very tough, and that's why it's funny when I give him a hard time for being a sissy. He's actually way tougher than me.
All right, Jax. Now up Chemazon, although only part of it, fortunately. I'm with you. How they do?
I don't know.
nice heinous rock pile with a scary, scary drop off. Yeah, that, sorry. Don't want to fall off a cliff. I think that would be doable with just a smidge more momentum and if I didn't look down. Alright, I am feeling it now. Back for round 3 on Techie P. This is definitely the worst direction. Not to mention, we've been going for 4 hours. First, we're gonna hike bike a little bit, of course. All right, we're gonna deviate slightly from the plan because we need water. Go to the park, get more water, reassess. We're gonna be okay after all. Not gonna die of dehydration out here. So we've just been invited to a 9-year-old's birthday party to eat pizza because apparently that's how bad we looked. This is clutch, man. You have no idea.
What, 45 minutes ago, I was like, I would kill for a green chili
cheeseburger.
But pizza is sounding perfect. Thanks, worried. You are saving me here.
That was a pretty big score. You're feeling a lot better.
Pizza revived me.
Now that we've eaten some pizza. Pays to look pathetic. We are back on the original route. We have water in our bottles, pizza in our tummies. We've decided that it probably makes sense for Mackie to head back at this point. This is kind of the point where we can bail. And it's not because Mackie is a sissy. He's just training for different things. And there kind of comes a point with these long rides where like the training stimulus for me is continued fatigue resistance and mentally just dealing with suckiness at hour 5, which since Mackie's training for an enduro is just not really that helpful. So he's gonna go home. We're not gonna give him a hard time.
I love you.
I love you. Have fun.
See you in a bit.
Here we go into the great unknown alone. We did make some small concessions to the route here in this final like third. There's just one section that I knew was going to be an extended hike bike, which is not really the point of this exercise. And also, we've been gone for a while. I think my moving time is like 5 hours now. I'm trying to balance being able to recover for the next workout with getting a good training stimulus. Slightly confused back there. I don't know if when I routed this, wanted myself to like out and back. Hi there. Hey. Hi, puppies. That guy definitely thinks I'm talking to myself, which technically I am. This is the last, like, more extended climb. In fact, it is giving me climb 14 of 14. So there are a few more pitches after this.
Well, I gave up, guys. Couldn't do the full worst route ever. I think it is perhaps the worst route ever. I bailed because there really wasn't any benefit to my continuing to slog along. I've got bike park tomorrow. I don't want to be too tired for that. I'm not racing Marji Gesick, so I don't have to suffer slog fests.
So I admit I forgot I had routed this extremely dumb trail in. Basically, I don't think it's mostly not rideable. So I don't know why I did that. Other than that, I like to punish myself. Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, and then there's that. Yeah, I don't think even Mackie's done this one. It is tight. So there are two ways to get up this final climb. Two trails right next to each other. One is nicely graded for mountain bikes. One is sandy with a bunch of water bars and steeper. Guess which one we're doing? It's the fun part. Oh, lordy, lordy.
Oh man, that was a rough one. It doesn't seem like that should take 6 hours, but on these trails, with that route, it did. So, woof. I am pretty depleted.
So,
Very tired.
I bet you are. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. That was a tough ride. I think the problem with just preparing for like a 100-mile or anything that's going to take you 12 hours is that you do a 6-hour ride that's pretty hard and you're like, there's no way I could do twice that.
I know you can.
Yeah.
You did Marji last year.
Right,
You
right.
did a 12
I've
hour.
done it before. And that was a very hard 37 miles. I don't know if that was the worst route ever, but it was pretty darn close, I think. I really do think 100 miles like that would be worse than Marji Gesick.
Yep, them some fighting words. In the next video, we'll be putting tires on the dirt in Michigan, and it will be time to find out if I have any idea what I'm talking about.
So despite trying really hard to follow the map, we supposedly missed a chunk in there. So I guess that would be a fun little surprise on race day. You want to do 100 miles of that?
No. Not even on an e-bike.
Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out.